Kalam La Yahweh Bashem Shai Bashem Kakudash. The monster apostles tells the truth, peace, citation to you, elect members of the household of faith, man. So right now they got a was believed to be a serial deleter, on the loose, going around putting women to death in the northeast region. In the New England region, they got 13 deaths, in the last since March. That's what they're saying, So they're not coming out. The authorities, they're not saying what it is, but they're noticing, which I got the article pulled up here. They're noticing these women dropping dead, disappearing, or their bodies parts being found in the woods, different areas around these different states right here, Connecticut, Massachusetts, so on and so forth. Let me read it. Let me read here the article. So it says, so this is the Lord's vengeance, man. The Lord, he said, he killed, maketh alive. Amos 3:6 is that evil in the city, the Lord have not done it. So this is why you must fear the Lord, and you gotta watch what you do, because the Lord will send a vengeance, a devil after you. He'll send a foul spirit, like Dahmer or like Bundy. Okay, it says mystery deepens as body of a 21-year-old Adriana Suazo discovered in Massachusetts forest. They found over there in Milton, Mass. The 21-year-old found dead in the woods of Milton, Mass, sparking fear and rise in unexplained deaths across New England. It says she had no signs of injury, but it is what it is. They still found her body dead. Some little young girl looked like she was like a Cape Verdean or something, maybe Brazilian, in one of the tribes. But hey, she's one of over a dozen murders. But this is a young chick, so why is she gonna just drop dead like that? So this is foul play. All right, now it says her mysterious death, it was added to the growing number of unexplained fatalities in the region over the last few months. All right, so they found her body June 1st on Sunday. Okay, it says a pattern of unexplained deaths across New England. Suazo's death is part of a disturbing trend that includes at least 13 recent body discoveries across Massachusetts, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Maine. Many of the deceased were found isolated or forested areas, raising concerns from the public. Okay, so you got H. I want to to you, familia. All right, so man. Okay, so the Lord's wrath is coming down upon these women, man. The Lord sends serial killers. Deaths are spiking, man, in this region over here in the northeast. This is the first FEMA region right here. So it's 12. There's 10 parts. All right, this is the first region. You got all the different regions divided up, which Esau set it up, which the Lord told you that in the scriptures. But anyways, so March 6th, Paige Fannin, 35, was found dead in Norfolk River, Connecticut. Human School was located the same day in Plymouth. All right. Then 2 weeks later, March 19th, Suzanne Warson, 58, discovered dead in a suitcase, dismembered in a suitcase in Groton, Connecticut. Her roommate, the primary suspect. Okay. So, okay, yeah, kind of. That's what's up, bro. So it says, they found this woman, Suzanne, in a suitcase, man, dismembered. March 25th, Denise Leary, 59, was found dead in New Haven, Connecticut. So that's 4 and 3 months and 1 month right there. Okay, which they said it could be multiple guys or it could be one guy going overtime, you know. But we don't know. But more than likely it's an Edomite, you know. But these Edomites, you know, they know the terrain. They're sick. They're hunters. Script tell you, cunning hunters of the field. So they out there doing their thing, man. You know, most serial killers are Edomites, man. You look at the track record of history, they be fucking Edomites, man. They're sadistic. You know. Anyways, they like doing weird shit, being necromancers, dealing with necrophilia. You know, I think that's the word. Where yeah, where you like deal with dead bodies and shit. You know, rigor mortis. You know, they like to deal with rigor mortis. So it says March 26, Michelle Romano, 56, found dead in a wooded area in Foster, Rhode Island. All right. It says April 9th, unidentified human remains found in Killingly, Connecticut. April 20th, a body was recovered from Seekonk River in Pawtucket, Rhode Island. April 27th, another body was located in the Connecticut River near Rocky Hill. Yeah, so that's the string of murder. Oh, plus this chick that just died now, Souza, which was recently. That was on June 1st. So how does this tie into the scriptures, man? All right, this is the judgment of the Lord. See, everything ties into the scriptures, man. Everything ties into the scriptures. Everything ties into the scriptures. He remind me of the bike path. Yeah. There's a lot of different sickos out here, man. You know, so these women need to be careful out here, man. They can't be jogging, doing whatever they want to do, being a hoe, running out there at 12, 3, 4 in the morning, you know. All right, because there's sickos out here putting women to death. These are old women, though, or whatever, you know, older women. Hey, but nobody's safe, man. You know, they random. The one that just died just now was 21. So nobody's safe, you know. This is why a woman's supposed to be in the house, man. Bitch talking about she's bored. I'm bored. I got nothing to do. Well, at least you ain't dead, chopped up in a briefcase. You know, at least you're alive. At least you're breathing. You ain't getting raped by some old devil. You know, sticking you with all kind of objects, man. So it says direct now in the 27th verse, 28th verse. There be spirits created for victims that if and appease the wrath of him that made him. All right, so there are spirits created for vengeance, man. There's spirits created to do damage. The Lord put the spirit on these different guys, you know, or a woman to turn to a serial killer. You know, there's been women serial killers, you know, or whatever, but you know, 90+% of them, you know, 95% be men, and Edomite men, sick fucking Edomite dudes, man. You know, they like seeing blood. They like touching on you know, touching and graping. You know, that's what they do. The thief coming out but to kill, destroy. Tell you John 10:10. Kill and destroy. The Lord came that we might have life, we might have it more abundantly. These devils are killers, you know, natural born hunters, cunning hunters of the field. So they stalk their prey. They stalk you women, you know. All right, that's the value of being a woman that keep to the house, man. A woman that has a husband, you know, ain't got no protection, man. You ain't got no protection out there, you know. And that's why I'm building. This is kind of building on the lesson from yesterday. You know, these women, they're in the hands of these sickos, even though these dudes might not be killers or whatever, but they do destroy them, you know. But there's actual sick fuckers out there, man. You know, that do you dirty. They don't have no regard for no damn. They don't have no regard for no women. You know, a lot of them just, you know, put your ass to death. That's the spirit that the Lord's raising up. You know, in the latter days, the Lord gonna put a fucking bloody spirit on these dudes out here, man. You know, so they don't know if it's one guy or if it's multiple dudes doing all this killing, because it's spreading on different states. You know, so they're telling the schools, they're telling the people, you know, out here, man, to watch out, the little young girls, all right? Because this is the time, this the time we're living in, man. The Lord's vengeance coming down upon these people, man. You know. Okay, so there be spirits crave for vengeance. I read 39:28, which in their fury lay hold on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath, and they made of fire, hail, famine, death. All these crave for vengeance. Teeth of wild beasts, scorpions, serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction. See, the scripture tell you, who shall harm you if you be followers of those that do good? Who is he that shall harm you if you be a follower of that which is good? First Peter 3:13. And who is he that will harm you if you be followers of that which is good? But if ye suffer for righteousness' sake, happy are ye, and be not afraid of their terrible nor the trouble. Yeah. If you do what's right, you know, hey, no harm will come onto thee, man. No harm will come onto thee. But see, these people that get put to death in this fashion, hey, man, that's because their ass ain't right. They're doing dirt. That the Lord gotta catch up to you, man. You know, these women commit adultery. You think that's not a big deal, man? The Lord will send a serial killer after your ass. You was committing adultery when you was young and shit, being a whore. The Lord will send a stalker after you, man. And that nigga will give you what you want, man. Like Lil Durk said, they'll give your ass what you want. The Lord will give you what you want. She'll tell you, Wisdom of Solomon 16:15. It says it's impossible to escape the Most High's hand. The Most High hand come by way of any way of judgment. This is why the Lord is a power to hide himself. Isaiah 45:15, man. The Most High Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua is a power that hides himself. So he bring the judgment by way of an Edomite or by way of a whatever, man. You might have a fucking light post fall on you or something. Your car just rolls over on the highway and you die. Like, find a destination, you know? That's why you're supposed to fear the Lord, man, and keep his ways, all right? But there's no fear of these people in their eyes, of the Lord in their eyes, man. So, hey, the Lord is visiting the earth, man. The Lord's bringing death. Somebody might say, there's always been death. There's always been. Yeah, there always has been, because the scriptures tell you every day that the Lord bring his judgment to light, man. Every day the Lord bring his judgment to light, man. Every day somebody's getting judged, put to death in a gruesome fashion. You know, somebody's catching a heart attack. Every day somebody's going to the spiritual realm. And every day somebody's being born. That's how it works. That's how it works, man. Every day somebody's born, and every day somebody's put to death, man. You know? Some in cruel fashions. Scripture speak about the trial of cruel mockings. You know, matter of fact, go over there. Scripture speak about the trial of cruel mockings, man. All right, the Lord has terrible judgments, man. So that's a terrifying death, you know. Those are terrifying deaths that die at the hands of some sicko killer, you know. But that's gonna be the fate of some of you, a lot of you motherfuckers, man. A lot of you devils, rebels, man. All right. So it says, Wisdom of Solomon 16 and 14. A man indeed killeth through his malice, and the spirit, when it's gone up further, returneth not. Neither the soul received up cometh up again. But it is not possible to escape thy hand. For the ungodly that denied to know thee was scourged by the strength of thy arm, with strange rains and hails. All right, strange hails and it says strange hails, rains and showers where they persecuted. They could not avoid you, and through fire were they consumed. So if you don't get got by one of these things, the famine, the sword, hey, the Lord reserve you for the missiles or for whatever, man. See, so you can't avoid the Lord. For and through fire were they consumed, for which is most to be wondered at, the fire which had more force in the water that quenches all things, for the world fighteth for the righteous. Yeah, so the wicked are getting judged, man. And all the wicked of my people shall die by the sword, that say the evil not overtake nor prevent us. I tell you, Amos 9, what's that? Right about the 10th verse, you know. Hey, right about the 10th verse, you know what I'm saying? So, Wisdom of Solomon 15 and 16, it is not possible to escape thy hand, man. All right. 2 Timothy 3, I think that's 13. This know that the last time perilous time shall come. That's right. All right, shout out to brother son of Yahweh. Bashim Yashai. Hey, yeah, Bashim Yashai Brakatah. So yeah, man. The Lord is bringing some mass deleters, you know. And the mass deleter is active, man, out here. It says 1 Samuel 2 and 6. It says, the Lord killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up. All right. The Lord killeth and he maketh alive. What that mean? What the word killeth? Say the word killeth.
Strong's H 4191. Muth.
It says to execute. Ooh, to kill, to have one executed. Lord putting out hits on people, man. To die as a penalty to be put to death for sin, for wickedness, neglect of wise moral conduct. All right. Yeah, a lot of these people get put to death, you know, motherfuckers crying. A lot of them are moles, man. Carpet munchers, thieves, extortioners, revilers, man. They hate Jake. You know, a lot of these, they're against the Israelite man. They hate the Most High God and his son. You know, so hey, to be killed, to die prematurely. Yeah. The Lord take you out before your time, man. See, a lot of these things happen because of these people and their wickedness, and we don't know what they've done. So Scripture tell you, cry not, lift not up a cry for these people, man. Because at the end of the day, worry about who shall be saved. You know, for who the world is. You know, not these wicked people, man. 2 Ezra 9:13. Therefore, be not uncurious how the ungodly shall be punished, but inquire how the righteous shall be saved. That's what we're inquiring about the righteous, whose the world is, and for whom the world is created. Yeah, this world's for these wicked, evil people, and they get caught up in the snare, and they get put to death by a murderer. You know, they get put to death by a sicko. Get a nail drove through your head, like in the Jeffrey Dahmer show. He over there drilling people, putting battery acid in them. Then they were moles. The Lord lift up a demon against the moles. So the Lord will lift up a demon against anybody, man. You know, against all the wicked, man. All right. The Lord sends scourges for amendment, serial killers, man. You know, fucking apparitions, all kind of shit, man. All these horror movies these people got out here, you know, all that shit gonna come to life, man. That's why it says teeth of wild beasts, scorpions, and serpents. All right. Sirach 39 and the 30th verse on down. 28 on down, actually. You know. So These are just judgments the Lord bring forth. Has it been evil in the city, and the Lord have not done it? Let's get the word for evil. Amos 3:6. Hey, that Christian in the wheelchair, he came up. He was talking shit. Uh, and uh, and he came up. He said God doesn't do evil. See, he don't know the Lord, man. He don't know the Lord. Said God don't do evil. The Most High create evil and good. He walked away. He said, I gotta walk away. I gotta walk away. Shall the trumpet be blown in the city, and the Lord have not done it? And the people not be afraid. Shall it be evil in the city, and the Lord have not done it? Yeah. The people don't understand the hand of the Most High. And he got the left-hand side demonic spirits that do what? That appease him. That appease his wrath. He angry. He'll send a hit. He'll put a contract on you like they put a contract on John Wick. Hey, John Wick, you're excommunicado, man. And they put a contract on John Wick, man. John Wick was a spirit created for vengeance. He was executing vengeance on the wicked, man. He was a tool. Like when he was Constantine. Remember he was Constantine. Remember when Keanu Reeves played Constantine? He was putting out hits on the demons. You see what I'm saying? So the Lord does that. The Lord sends out contracts, man. He got death angels, man. So it says the word for evil.
Strong's H 7451. Ra. And second entry, Ra. And third entry, Ra.
Well, see, when I got this pulled up right here, I can't see the other comments. Yeah, that's weird, man. But, oh well. Yeah, but when I got the pulled up right there, I can't look down unless I click off. That's only on the iPhone. That's why I don't like these fucking iPhones. But anyways, bad, evil, disagreeable, malignant. The Lord got malignant spirits he send after people. Malevolent, maleficent spirits that he'll send after the wicked. You piss the Lord off. He'll do that. Giving pain, unhappiness, misery, evil. The Lord gives evil. Displeasing, unhappy, uncomfortable, dangerous. The Lord creates danger, calamity, adversity, distress. All right, wrong. Affliction. Yeah, the Lord creates evil. He'll send it after you. These plagues shall cleave onto you. Hey, that's a plague. You got motherfuckers mass murderers running around loose in society, man. You got mass murderers out there in society. And these are Edomites, man. These are Edomites. All right, Jake, if they want to become mass murderers, just join the gang. That's it. Just join the gang and start doing bullshit, But these sickos, they're Edomites, man. So the Lord saying Esau, he'll raise up a sick Edomite, start tearing shit up in society, man. But that's all part of the Lord's plan, anyways. See, because at the end, the Lord is bringing death. All right, the Lord is bringing death. So Deuteronomy 32:39. Okay, it says, "See now, that even I am He, and there's no God, there's no power with me. I kill, I make alive, I wound, I heal. Neither is there any that could deliver out my hands, out my hand. There's none that could deliver out my hand. If the Lord wants your ass dead, then He'll send a professional after your ass, man, and He'll get the job done. All right." Psalm 78:49. Just like the Edomite. The Edomite, he take a playbook out the Lord's book. He'll put a hit on somebody, man. But the Most High is the supreme power, man. So Esau and them, they miss. The Most High don't miss. The Lord and through his son, the Lord God, they don't miss, man. He casts upon them the fierceness of his anger. Psalm 78:49. Wrath, indignation, and trouble by sending evil angels amongst the. Hey, that's a great scripture, man. Yeah, that's a great that's a great added piece right there, man. Evil angels. Ooh, I will get the word for evil angels, man. See, evil angels amongst them. Yeah, man, those are foul spirits. Those are evil spirits. A spirit of murder. But see, that's what the Lord's capable of, man. That's what he's capable of. The Most High is not all love. This came from the Most High. It didn't come from Satan. Satan is a worker. Satan is a worker. I'm gonna leave that up there. Satan is a worker, man. He does what he's told. He does what he's told, just like the white man is a worker. Even they're both the devil. The white man's the devil because he's a liar and a deceiver on the earth, and you got the spiritual demon Satan. The devil is not the spiritual demon Satan. The devil is the white man, and he's possessed by spirits, by murderous, demonic spirits, man. Some of them can check it, keep it in check and all that shit, but others can't. You got outliers out there that they just got to give in to those desires for blood, man. You know what I'm saying? The average Edomite has it in them, just like we have it in it. We have it in us to be spiritual and to know the scriptures, but it's not activated. And most of us, 2/3 is not activated. All right, only 144,000 the elect. Just like these people, these devils on their side of the coin of the lake, of the pond, they're all wicked as hell. They're all blood suckers. All these devils are blood suckers, but some of them are just, they can't hide that shit. Some of them are straight. They're all racist. Some of them are out with it. Some majority are not. They're cool. They smile. They even have sex with you. All right. They'll let you around their families and stuff. Some of them are cool. Some of them are actually Jake that go back to the tribes that look like white people. But all the pure Edomites, they all fucking hate you, but they just show it. Some of them show it better than others. Some of them hide it better than others. So, anyways, the word for evil angels. I sent evil angels amongst them. Bad, disturbing, disagreeable, unpleasant, murderous, calamitous, miserable. Yeah, that's the type of angels the Lord will send. He'll send angels for death. Those are death angels, man. For he made his way, he cast upon them, Psalm 78:49, the fierceness of his anger, wrath, indignation, trouble, by sending evil angels amongst them. He made a way to his anger. He spared not their soul from death, neither gave their life over to but gave their life over to the pestilence. And smote all the firstborn in Egypt. The Lord sent an angel to smote the firstborn in Egypt. That's a serial killer angel. Okay? And the chief of the strength in the tabernacles of Ham. So it's not an angel that's going around, taking out these women. It's just the Lord put the spirit on men to do that. But back then in Egypt, the Lord sent us a serial killer angel, man. All right, smite the firstborn. He sent plagues upon Egypt as before. Now he's sending new plagues upon Egypt. And it's starting with things that's going on right now. People getting incarcerated. Those are plagues, man. Those are plagues. The Most High put the spirit on these devils to persecute the Latin tribes, man. So those are plagues. And he smote all the firstborn in Egypt, the chief of their strength in the tabernacles of Ham. But he made his own people to go forth like sheep and guide them in the wilderness like a flock. Yeah, this time it's not going to be all our people. It's only going to be an elect that get guided out of here and has the protection of the Lord. If you don't have the covering of the Lord out here, man, your ass is in the hands of the Edomite. You're in the hands of the Edomite. And that's a lot of you women. You're in the hands of these. You see, you don't want the protection of brothers. You see, you're going to come when it's too late. When a serial killer is standing over you, man. They can't do nothing for you now. I can't help you then. I can't help you then, man. What the fuck I'm going to do then? Okay, I don't have spiritual power to teleport over there yet, man. Yeah, man. See, the best thing you do is get up under the protection of the men of the Lord. That's what you're supposed to do. Because the Lord told you, if you will be followers of them which is good, who will harm you. 1 Peter 3:13. But you are exposed to harm. You're exposed You're naked. You're naked, man. All right. No covering, no protection, no hedge. Sirach 36 and 24, man. Where there is no hedge, the possession is spoiled. All right. So they're spoiled. They're spoiled. And hey, that's why them serial killers leave your ass in the woods. Like this little 21-year-old girl right here, man. All right. So hey, you know, this is the time we're living in, and at the end of the day, you know, these things have to happen. All right, for a judgment to reign on the earth, man. For the people to fear the Lord Yahweh Shai, because a nigga only understands violence. A woman, she only understands violence. You know, she don't understand the right ways of the Lord, the respect, humility, order, the importance of a family, a man. Now I guarantee you, them women that was fucked up and dead now, they wish they had them a man. They wish they would have been under the protection of a man. You know, see, a man will deter all kind of things from your life, spirits, diseases. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about a righteous man, a spiritual man. You know, trauma, unwanted pregnancies. All right, all kind of shit. All right, a man a day keep the doctor away. You see, but these damn demons, they find out the hard way, man. So it's all good. All right, you keep playing around, you're gonna find yourself in a ditch somewhere with the serial killer. All right, that's the type of spirit the Lord is gonna have running rampant out here, man. Okay, so Lord created spirits made for vengeance, and on their wrath they lay upon sore strokes and appease the wrath of him that made them. Sirach 39:28. Okay, so wonderful scripture here. Psalm 78:49. He have cast upon them the fierceness of his anger, wrath, indignation, and trouble by sending evil angels amongst them. Yeah, so evil angels, the Lord sending amongst you, damn rebels, amongst you people, the heathens. Anybody can get it. Anybody get the wrath of the Lord. The only ones exempt, the elect, that walk in the fear of the Lord, man. All right, Isaiah 45:7. I form the light, create darkness. I make peace, create evil. I, Lord, do all these things. I, the Lord Yahweh, by Hashem Yahshai, do these things, man. Okay, so with that, I'll leave it there. There's a mass serial killer, the leader, running around rampant out here. Over 12 bodies dropping in the last 6 months, man. In the last 5-6 months, less than that. I think really like 4 or 5, but whatever the case may be. This year alone, all right, unidentified women going missing, all kind of shit. I mean, it is what it is. This is the time we're living in. So with that call, I'm like Hawa, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakak Kodash. All right, Demonstrate Apostle, true peace I take to you elect. All right, they have the covering of the Lord with them, man. You know what I mean? That fear the Lord. All right, these things make you fear the Lord, man. They should make you look and be grateful for what you got. You know what I'm saying? And fear the Lord every day, man. So with that, Shalom, Wild Bible Ball. So.